Now, having a secure relationship is one of the best things you can do for your health. But you know, we often don't do a great job at either. Could an increasing reliance on technology be making it hard to keep quality connections? You know, texting instead of calling. Our good friend Wendy Walsh, well, she's the author of the 30-Day Love Detox. 30-Day Love Detox. It's a great title. I love it. I mean, it really captures your imagination. What does it mean?
It's based around one study I found that shows that if you have sex within 30 days of meeting somebody, you have almost a 90% chance of being broken up within 1 year. Not good odds, right? If you wait only 31 to 90 days, you have a 1 in 4 chance you'll be together a year later. Of course, we know that the skills it takes to have a short-term relationship, to be fit, fun, and flexible, are very different than the skills you need to build a long-term relationship.
Now, what about living together? Because you get into that as well, living together before you get married.
So, sadly, we think that cohabitating is a great way, an insurance policy. Let's test drive the relationship. Unfortunately, what cohabitation does is it really attracts people who are less commitment-oriented. They just put one toe in. So if you cohabitate, you actually have less chance of marrying that person. And if you do marry that person, you have a much higher divorce rate. So, because what happens is when the sexual energy goes down and the passion starts to go down, then the cohabitating couple says, let's get married to recharge this relationship. But the day after the wedding, it's the same relationship.
And is that for men and women both?
Yes.
Men and women,
yes, men and women tend to enter cohabitation for 2 different reasons. Women, because they think it's a stepping stone to marriage. Men, because they want to share expenses, save some money, and have some regular sex.
You talk about the fact that when you do have long-term committed relationships, that can be quite good, obviously, for both, but maybe better for the man.
Yes, long-term monogamy is good for both genders, but a little bit better for men.
Why is that?
They tend to have better health, they live longer, and they accumulate more wealth. Here's why, because there's a woman caring for him. What is a relationship? A relationship is an exchange of care. And so, of course, women end up doing a little more work in marriages than men because they're giving a little more care. It's just how we are.
So I have 3 young girls. I think you and I have talked about this. What am I to tell them? They're not of that, they're still young, but what am I to sort of be teaching them, especially as a father?
I wrote this book for my almost 15-year-old daughter, and I'm begging her to read it. She's like, all right, Mom, I'll get there. But I think that what you're going to tell them is that if you don't have an emotional bond, if you don't have the glue, you'll never be able to sustain yourself in the valleys of a relationship. You've been in a long-term relationship. You know it's not all excitement and passion. There are moments where you look at this person and say, why am I here? But you've made an intellectual commitment. And research shows that people who stay together the longest are people who can easily go from sexual attraction to romantic love to intellectual commitment love that eventually morphs into mature companionate love.
And technology, because again, I'm on the road a lot. You're probably on the road a lot as well. I communicate with my family a lot through technology. And my wife and I will exchange text messages a lot throughout the day. And I got a little concerned when I was reading the book that, I mean, I know I should pick up the phone. Even better, I should actually be there in person. But what about the technology? That's here to stay.
Well, the way you're using technology with an established relationship is much different than people who are dating by text and meeting just for sex. Believe that that's happening, okay? That is going to affect the ability to have emotional intimacy, because any text is devoid of body language, vocal tone, eye contact, and even pheromones. We're smelling each other right now. So that doesn't happen in a text. So it's very important. I mean, I'm beginning here a slow love movement. It's just like the slow food movement, a reaction to high-tech, mass-produced food. Well, now we're going to get rid of junk food relationships that are not good nutrition for our soul.
Honey, I still love you, even if I texted you today. Look, I always learn something from you. It's great to see you in person. Good luck with the book. I'm sure you have fun touring around the country talking about this.
Thank you.
Wendy Walsh, thank you.